you want princess treatment, but you're presenting as Fiona. Shine, shine, babes. Welcome to the den where we do the inner work in private so we don't break in public, but instead we win and become our best self. As always, you guys know that this podcast does not come from a place of me already figuring life out, but instead we're figuring it out together. Oh. Let's get into it. First of all, Shine Babes, how are you guys doing? Today is Monday, and you know Mondays for me are very, very, very busy. Very, very busy for me. But let's get into today's conversation. I was talking to my friend Timmy Tope. I was talking to my friend Tope, and I said, Tope, I don't know what we're even talking about. Yeah, we're talking about how we need to take care of ourselves because we've been struggling. Life has been hard. It's not hard in Jesus' name, but life has been lifing. It's like Tope, we need to take care of ourselves. We're young babes. We need to take care of ourselves. And then we got to talking deeper, and then this thought out of nowhere came when I was talking to Tope, and I was like, Tope, we cannot be wanting princess treatment, but we're out here looking like Fiona. And she laughed. And I said, you know what? That's a conversation for me and my Shine babes to talk about. So let's really get into it. Before I even get into it, because this topic can be a little sensitive, let me start by saying that you are worthy of love just the way you are. Whether you're small, whether you're big like me, whether you're skinny, whether you're fat, whether you're dark skin, whether you're light skin, whether you're white, whether you're black, you are deserving of love just the way you are. And I had to set the tone because somebody might even look at me as beautiful as I think I am now. Let's say that. As beautiful as I think I am now, somebody else might see me and say, you know what, she's too big. She doesn't deserve love. She's not deserving of love. She doesn't deserve to have her own person. Everyone has their own person, right? Everyone has their own person. Whether they're small, whether they're big, as I said, whether they're little, everyone has their own person. And someone might be looking at me now and say, she's too big. She's too dark skinned. She's too this. She does not deserve love. In fact, they said it. My husband and I have a page. If this is your first time, listening to me or watching me on YouTube, if you're on YouTube, if this is your first time, we have a page, Shego and Lillian. And before I lost 161 pounds, people would say things like, oh, how is she with this man? How is this man even with her husband? And they would say, she must be making really good money. She's making way more than him, which is not true. But they said all of these things because they looked at how I look, and they said, she's not deserving of love. So I want to set the tone for us today that no matter how big or how small you are, or how dark or how light skinned you are deserving of love. The conversation I want to have today is the way we're presenting ourselves is really what I want to talk about. Because now, if you don't care to be treated like a princess, if that's not on your radar, if that's not what you care about, then this conversation might not be for you, right? This is for people that actually care how they're treated. I, for one, know that when people treated me badly because I was so big, right, it had a negative effect on me. So I know that I do care about how people treat me. And I feel like most of my Shine babes will care. No, I don't know anyone that wouldn't care about people treating them nice or people being kind just for them being a human being. So if you care about it, then it's a conversation that we have to have. Now, I say this to say that you are deserving of love the way you are. The problem with not caring about how we're presenting ourselves is that I know for a fact that you might not have that much options. If that's something you don't care about, you might not be chosen. And I know some people don't care about being chosen, but it does not feel good to be in a room filled with girls and you are not the one to be picked, right? If we're being honest here, let's just be honest. I want an honest conversation. It does not feel good. It does not feel good when you're around a group of girls, right? And you're single and the men are chatting with the girls and they overlook you. It will never feel good. So if that's not what you care about, I just want to let you know that the other option is not being chosen. The other option is being overlooked. The other option is getting leftovers. I know for a fact that I don't want leftovers, right? Because we are living in a world that do care about pretty privilege is a thing. Pretty privilege is and the girls that understand that pretty privilege is a thing, they will often get picked first. They will often get chosen first. They will often never get the leftovers because what? They understand the power of being pretty. And when I say this thing, I know that it doesn't make any sense because for a while, we're going to get into it. I didn't used to care. For a while, I didn't used to care. And to be honest, for me, I don't want anybody's leftovers and I want options, right? I want options. I don't want leftovers. The same rights and treatment that every pretty girl, right? The quote unquote pretty, that the word deems pretty. Let me say that. The same rights that they have, I deserve it. You deserve it. I remember this clearly. About 2 years ago, there was a brand I desperately wanted to work with. I was like, this brand is like, they have everything aesthetically that I wanted. And you know, I'm a fashion girly. Your girl loves fashion. So I said, let me go reach out. Let me go to the website first, to the website of this brand first and see if they actually carry my size. Like, honestly, every time you're plus size, if you're plus size, you can relate. The first thing you're worried that, oh, are they going to carry my size? Can I even try anything on? So that was literally my first worry. So I went into their website and lo and behold, I started so African. And lo and behold, they only carry size small to extra large. Of course, I was a 3X to 4X, so that already canceled me out. I was so down and sad about it because I really wanted to work with this brand. Shine Shine Baby pains me, I'm not gonna lie, give you. And if you're not Nigerian, it really means I was pained. It really bothered me, and I cannot lie to you, right? So I was like, dang. In that moment, my first reaction, once I found out that the brand is not like, it does not carry myself, was like, you know what? I will create my own because why are you not being inclusive? I will create my own, whatever. But I feel like the solution to the problem of them not carrying my size, the solution did not come from a pure place. It came from a place of like, I'm feeling terrible about myself. So for me to pick up myself, I'm saying I'm going to create my own brand. There is nothing wrong with creating my own brand. And obviously, as a plus size girl, I believe in size inclusivity. So that's not even a conversation for debate. I believe that every woman should feel pretty, should be able to go into stores and pick whatever they want to wear and feel good about themselves, right? But me wanting to create my own brand did not come from a place of me wanting to like, empower women and give them things to wear, give them options. It came from a place of me feeling bad about myself. So obviously, I was very unhappy and very sad that I wasn't able to work with this brand because they were not carrying my size. Okay, so now this is the switch up moment, right? I had to really tell myself the truth. I said, Lillian, there is a big difference between being worthy and being positioned. I had to say that thing over and over to myself. You are worthy, but you are not positioned. You are worthy. You are not positioned. Just because they don't carry your size does not mean that you stop being beautiful. Just because they don't carry your size does not mean that you are not worthy to wear their clothes. But you are not positioned. And sometimes you have to sit down and talk to yourself, honestly. I literally say, you know what? You are in a fashion and beauty industry. You are in the fashion and beauty industry, and to be honest, you've not positioned yourself well. As a bigger girl, if I'm okay, right, we being told no, you're not, because they're not gonna come out right and be like, you're too big, we can't work with you. No. The things like sizes will tell you that they're not working with you. When you go to their website, you will know that they're not working with you. When you go to their IG page, you know that they're working with people that they want to work with, the people that is your size, the people that is your skin tone. You already know, right? So at the end of the day, I have not positioned myself for this. It's already hard being a Black person, if I'm being honest. It's already hard being a Black person in the fashion and beauty space. And now, this thing that I can control, I have not actually positioned myself for it. And I know somebody's going to be like, girl, don't conform to the word. If they don't want to create the size, they don't want to create what we need, then we don't have to mess with it. We don't have to do that. We don't have to bend to their rules. Yeah, except I am not a millionaire. I told you guys in first episode, I am not a millionaire. I cannot afford to be hands off. Oh, I cannot. Right? And also, if we're really being honest, if you wanted to go to medical school, right? And they're telling you, these are the prereqs you have to take, right? And there's chemistry and there's all of these other classes that you have to take before you go to medical school. Are you going to say, I'm not good at chemistry, so I'm not gonna abide by your rules. So what I'm gonna do is create my own rules so I can go into medical school. My dear, there are people in high places, and your rules set to make sure that they with people that are not qualified to be in med school. So do you think that you're going to create rules that is going to get you into med school? No, you're gonna position yourself to enter into med school. And that's how I've been saying this thing now. I have to position myself for the space I'm in. Now, there is a big difference between positioning yourself and, how do I put it, and losing your morals and your ethics. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that there are some rules and regulations that will get you into spaces. There are some defined rules. Sometimes they're not even written out there, but you know. We know that if you're too big, some brands don't want to work with you, right? And I get it. I get it. You have no choice, you have no way to change that. There is nothing you can do. So that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to lose weight. As I said, I'm not coming from a place of like, oh, now she lost more weight. Now she feels like she's better. God forbid, that would never be me, because I am literally still obese. According to my BMI, I'm very obese. Actually, I still have about 50 pounds to lose to even get to a normal weight. So I'm not talking from that side. I'm talking from a place of like, these are some of the reasons why I decided to make a change. Besides wanting to be healthy, is that this world is unkind to you when you are a certain size, when you're not what they want. Do you know what I'm saying? And so the things I can help the fact that I'm dark skinned, and I absolutely love being dark. So I'm not going to change that, right? You're going to just have to deal with that. But the things that I can help, like losing weight, I'm going to try to lose weight. The things I can help, like looking presentable, I'm going to try to look presentable. I'm going to try to carry myself in a certain way. I'm going to dress up. I'm going to look nice. I think those are the things that is changeable, that we can change about ourselves, right? I'm not talking about changing your skin color, God forbid. Like what? I'm not talking about, what is it called, getting bigger boobs or bigger butt to fit in. That's honestly, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do that. I'm talking about real life changes, things that will elevate our lives, that would actually have an impact. Those are some of the reasons why I was like, you know what, I have to make a change when it comes to how I'm looking and how, like, my weight, I have to make a change. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, because I was honest with myself. I feel like sometimes we want the benefits of a certain thing without alignment. We want to become medical doctors, but we don't want to study. And if I'm being honest, most of us avoid the work that is required to get the benefits of those things that we want. And that is the honest truth. We want to be valued. We want to be seen as important. We want to be seen as somebody that has intellect, right? We want all of those things, but we don't actually put in the work. For instance, when you look at the people that are super healthy, like they look super fit, right? It does not come naturally. It never came naturally for them. There are behind the scenes work that they actually do that most of us cannot do. Some people are up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and they're so disciplined that at 8 p.m. they have gone to bed. I'm working on myself. Some people are that disciplined. 5 a.m. they're up, 4 a.m. they're up, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. they're in bed. They're not negotiating with you. You're calling them to go grab dinner. They're like, oh, I already have my dinner, because they've already meal prepped. Do you get? We have to get to the point where we don't only want the benefits, but we are willing to put in the work. I made a video the other day, and I was telling my shine babes on Instagram. I said, you know what? Being fit is not easy, because you mean to tell me that I had to get on the treadmill for an hour just to get like at least 5,000 steps, or 5 to 7,000 an hour just to get 3 miles of walking, right? And then after that, I will get in the gym. So I'll be in the gym for like 2 hours, lifting weight, walking, and I come back. I still have to think about eating healthy. I still have to shower and do all of these things, and I still have to work. I still have to, like, if you really think about it, your whole day is literally put into making yourself better. And that's why most people don't do it. Because if it was easy, most people would do it. And that's why you have to get into the habit of doing it until it becomes a lifestyle. That's one thing I had to find out. That it does not come easy for most people, but because they see it as a part of themselves, a routine now, it becomes a lifestyle. So there are behind the scenes work that you have to do. These are the things. This is what switch up is about. You have to work. Is you have to do the inner work in private, so that you can come out in public. When people see, for instance, Sarah Jakes, T.D. Jakes, they're like, oh, beautiful woman of God, da da da. Bishop Jakes is such a great preacher. But I am pretty sure that Bishop T.D. Jakes is not just coming out and just preaching without preparing in private. I am pretty sure that Sarah Jakes is seeking the face of God in private. She's not just coming out here just preaching. The work has to be done in private. The work of you cannot just come out and just, it's like, who goes to a fight and not prepare? My cousin just did high drugs competition. I don't even know what the name is, but it's a Houston high drugs competition. And she trained for 4 months. She trained for 4 months in the secret, going to the gym, doing all of these things. Nobody was aware that she was training. Then on the day of the competition, she came out and did it in under 2 hours because she trained. People were hurting themselves from just this competition. Imagine if she never trained. Imagine if she never took out time to train for this thing. She could have hurt herself. She would not be able to even do as much as she did. The work behind the scenes has to happen. But oftentimes we're not willing. I'm also speaking to myself, Shine Babes. I was not willing to do the inner work. I, for one, if you tell me about anything about gym, I think I said this in the last episode. Back then, I'd be like, please calm me out. I hate the gym. Don't sign me off. No, like literally, don't piss me off. Do not piss me off. I do not like the gym. Don't piss me off. But I'm learning that the hard way is that whether I like it or not, I have to be in the gym. The gym does not care whether I like it, but the gym will respect that I put in the work. And if I put in the work, the muscle is mine. The gym does not actually care whether I like it or not. So life does not actually care whether you want to present yourself well or not. It will choose the people that understands the game. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. So even when I got on the GLP-1, it took me 5 months to get in the gym. And I was supposed to get in the gym right away. But I was like, oh, I'm too big. The gym will hurt me. I have literally created scenarios about the gym. Yes, the gym can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, but you can also learn. But in my mind, I've already been defeated because my mind, I've created defeat for myself even before I started. A lot of us, we do that. We have not even started a thing, but we've created a scenario that we never win. Our mindset has to change in that. A scenario that we never win. And that's exactly what it was for me. I watch all of these people on Instagram showing how to do different exercises. But in my mind, I still see myself as big. It's like, oh, what if I fall? What if I do this? I'm like, and then one day I asked myself, but what if you learn the proper way and you actually succeed? And I said to myself, Lillian, there is good pain and there is bad pain. I said, the gym and what it does for you is actually good pain. Because if I'm being honest too, I don't know if this is, it's probably scientific. Once I go to the gym, I think it is. I think it is. Once I go to the gym and I lift weight and all that, even though I go in there exhausted and tired and I'm lifting this weight and the weight is taking all of this strength out of me, the moment I'm done, the energy I get from it, the way I be so energized. So that is good pain. So what I'm in a sense saying is that there is good and there is bad pain. Choose the pain that grows you. Choose the pain that grows you. And because people always say life is hard, just choose your hard. And it makes perfect sense to me now. Because if you really think about it, if you start the business, it's hard work to start it. It's hard work to put in energy into it. If you also don't start it, it's you that will be complaining about not having enough money. Oh, I need to own my own business so I can be my own boss. You're going to be complaining that you need to do all of that stuff. So they are both equally hard. Whether you start the business and you're struggling to make it successful, that is hard. You don't start and you're complaining and every day you're stressing, having anxiety is also hard. So choose the hard that grows you. If you don't start the business, nothing happens to your life. Actually, your life declines. If you do start the business, you feel good, your moral goes up because you know you're doing something that you thought you never could do. And then if the business, it does even become successful, your good pen has worked out for you. Do you get what I'm saying? Earlier, when we started this conversation, I said, you want princess treatment, but you're presenting as Fiona. And I know somebody is going to be in the comments talking about, but Fiona was chosen. Fiona was chosen and she actually eventually got married. She was in a natural state as an ogre. So what are you trying to say? Okay. And you are absolutely right to question it because it's true. Fiona was loved. Fiona was chosen. Fiona was in her natural state as an ogre. But Fiona was not trying to be anything that she wasn't. Fiona was not trying to be in a palace as a royal princess. She wasn't for that life. Because what we were saying now is most of us, we do want the princess treatment. We do want the pretty privilege. We do want to be the first to be picked. We do want, okay, maybe you don't want it, but I want it. I don't want to be an afterthought. I keep saying you do. Maybe you don't. If I'm being honest, maybe it's just me, but I know maybe there will be at least 10 people that is listening to me that will probably feel the same way. So I'm going to talk to those 10 people. I don't want to be I don't want to be someone's leftover. I don't want to be an afterthought. I want to be chosen because I'm worthy. I know that. And we talked about it. But at the same time, right? I know that this is the bare minimum that a human being can ask for. But that's not the reality of our society. If we want this thing that the world is regarding quote unquote princess treatment, then we have to position ourselves for it. That is really all I'm saying. That you are worthy the way you are. You're worthy of love, of success, of wealth, of every good thing. But that's not how the world sees it. So we have to position ourselves for it. That's really all I'm saying. So if you get nothing out of this podcast, Sunshine Babe, it's not that I am saying that we're not good. We're good. We're beautiful the way we are. We are gorgeous. Our mom loves us. Our father loves us. We have love everywhere. Full love. But those things don't matter because the world is not working with those rules. They're not working with those rules, my dear. So if they're not working with those rules, we have to play the game as well, right? And position ourselves correctly. That's all I'm saying. The point is to not tell you, oh, don't be like Fiona. That's not the point because Fiona was beautiful in her own way. The point is, why are you trying to assess a life that you are not aligned to? That's it. If you're not aligned to it, why are you trying to assess it? Because you know, oftentimes 90% out of 100, they're going to say no. So why don't you make it easier? A lot easier. And then those are the things I talk about. Like those are the conversations I have with myself. See, if I'm being honest, I'm always talking to myself in the car. I'm always trying to figure some thoughts out. That's just me. I'll be talking to myself and I'll be trying to see how these things can be. It started off with me saying, okay, I'm not what society deem as beautiful because I'm too big, right? So I'm going to learn how to do makeup. I'm going to learn how to present myself well. It started off that, but I definitely failed because I didn't go to how people, they're looking for a solution, but they don't go to the root cause of their problem. Instead of me to find the root cause of my problem, which is like being overweight, my problem is literally being overweight. Now, trying to learn how to do makeup, all of that stuff, yes, it's part of presenting yourself. But the main root of my problem is losing weight so I can look better, right? And feel better and be healthy. But I started off from that's such a good conversation for us to have, to be honest with you. So I decided to learn how to do makeup because okay, that's going to help me present myself where I'm going to look better. But the problem with that is that it's putting a band-aid on my actual the core issue. The core issue is that I have a weight. Hey, the core issue is that I have a weight problem. I have a weight problem, and I'm putting a bandage on it and fixing something that is surface level instead of fixing the core issue. And I feel like a lot of us do that because we feel like if we fix the surface level things, then we're making progress. It's not really progress, to be honest, because the main issue is still there. We're just not fixing them. And that's exactly what I was doing. The main issue is still there because even as I was applying the makeup, my health was still in shambles. The main issue is still there because for some of you, your problem is not weight. It might be something else. You might be a mom that is always shouting and being angry at your kids. But instead of you to actually fix your anger problems, you've gone to buy them ice cream because you were just screaming 2 days ago. And now the kids don't want to talk to you. So they're like, okay, let me go find something that they would really like. They love, what's it called? Dunkin' Donuts. So let me go buy some Dunkin' Donuts. No. Dunkin' Donuts is only going to fix it for a little bit because tomorrow you're going to go back to shouting. So you need to go fix your anger problems. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like we always want to fix things at the surface level and we feel like we're making progress. No, we're only putting band-aid on it. We're not actually doing anything. So the real transformation is when we really do the work inside out, not just only one side and then leaving the other side. It's like holistic. And that's why I say switch up then is a place for us to switch up in every area of our lives. Our relationship with God cannot be thriving, but our relationship with human beings, with our friends is terrible. We treat our friends like they don't exist, like they're not loved by God. It cannot, those two things, you cannot say that you love God, but you hate people. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. And I'm speaking for myself too. It does not work like that. Our relationship with our best friends cannot be flourishing, but you and your husband don't talk in the house. It has to be an inside out and a holistic transformation where every area of your life is flourishing because it is possible. With God, all things are possible. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like every area will be so perfect, but at least one area is not struggling drastically. And even if it is, that's when we decide to switch. We decide to turn it on and switch up. So where am I right now in my life when it comes to, wanting princess treatment, presenting as Fiona? I am choosing discipline. I am choosing to be positioned. I'm choosing to position myself well. I am choosing to do the work. That's where I am right now. Where are you right now? Where are you right now? Now, shine babes, I hope this episode has really touched you. And if it did anything, if perhaps it actually pushed you a little bit, then let's get to work, my babes. Let's get to work. I have a few questions as always for you guys. Let me get into those questions, my babes. So the question I have for you guys, write in your journal, where in your life are you expecting princess treatment without putting in princess discipline? Where? For me, you guys already know throughout this podcast, I've showed you the ways I'm not willing to put in work when it comes to like the gym and all that stuff. But your girl has switched in that area because I go to the gym 4 times a week now. But I'm also going to do this exercise. But there's other areas of my life that I'm expecting princess treatment. And I'm not putting in the princess discipline. Okay? That's one question. Number 2 question is, what are you avoiding that you know would elevate you? That's your work. Let's get to work, my babes. Let's get to work. Shine, babes. We have come to the end of this conversation. Remember, this is not about perfection. This is about alignment. This is about choosing to do the work of the woman you prayed for, the woman you're praying for, right? This is about presenting yourself and positioning yourself. Because believe it or not, princess treatment is not what you ask for. It is what you align with. I love you, babes, and I'll see you guys in our next episode. Mwah.